We had the first rehearsal, and I have my weavers watching, right? And some of them cried because the story is about them. So basically, I own a handicrafts company, Tanoti, right? And from my perspective, it is very difficult for a craftsperson to have a face or a voice or a name. You know, when you were to buy a craft, you would say, "Oh, it came from this location, it came from there," but you never name the person. You never put a face to her. You know, and by coming up with a stage performance, the craftsperson then has the opportunity to tell her own story and show her face. And I think Dreamweaver the musical is the first step for a craft artisan to be her own advocate. Yeah.
Don't shut me out. Together we can tear.
Is this a first of its kind for Sarawak?
It's the first of its kind
in Malaysia, even?
For sure. The story about a weaver, an original script and original show tunes, a theatrical production with hand-woven costumes, with weavers as a cast, and also the sound of the weaving equipment becoming music. Yeah, so it's the first of many.
What's the story about, actually? Like the storyline, and what message do you want the audience to take from this musical?
Dreamweaver is about hope. It's the power of purity and purpose over profit. It is a story of Alia, which is the main character of the story, and her workshop of weavers. And she's very stressed because it's very difficult to make income, or be able to continue to feed her weavers, because the price of her songket pieces, or their songket pieces, is very low. And then she has to basically resist any invitation for commercialization, because it means that she will have to give up her weavers. And obviously the ending is an ending of happiness.
How many people are involved in this production, from the cast to your people
Crew?
who are crew? Yes.
Dreamweaver has 5 main characters and 6 weavers, so altogether 11. But the 5 main characters are actually in 2 sets. So in terms of cast and crew, we have 16.
16.
Yeah, in total. In terms of cast, we have 16. In terms of crew, actually, the crew is a lot. Yeah.
How many? In the hundreds?
No. I think the crew of Dreamweaver possibly will end up becoming about 20.
20. Yeah. Okay.
The musical will be shown in 20 shows. We will start on the 11th of December, and our last show is scheduled for 5th of January 2025. We will have 5 shows a week over 4 weeks. So we hope that anyone who's visiting Kuching, or everyone who is in Kuching during that time, should want to watch Dreamweaver the musical.
The ticket price, if you don't mind me asking?
The ticket price for Dreamweaver the musical is 50, 75, 85 and 100. Yes. And each day we are selling 200 over tickets, and we have 20 days.
How do people get around to booking these tickets? Is it made available online, or?
Yes. Dreamweaver tickets are available on Cloudjoy. If you can just go to the listing of Dreamweaver in Old Courthouse, Kuching.
What made you select Old Courthouse as the venue for this production? How does it come into play with the storyline and your, I understand that you guys are creating all of the pieces of the songket that are going to be on display and used by the cast. So how does it play into all of it?
I think Old Courthouse is a very unique location. It's a location that is steeped in history and culture, and it's also very central. So our target is not only Kuching people but also tourists. I feel that the Old Courthouse is also very convenient for us to do rehearsals. We're very close by, and then we can come back and forth. And it's a very quaint and unique environment. The hall is not so big, so it's not intimidating. Obviously, quite a few of the cast are first timers.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we don't want to shock everyone.
Understand. Just now you mentioned that the sound of the weaving pun the machine is part of will become a music now.
Yes.
How do you work around with the musical pieces that you said are original for this musical theatre?
Basically, we recorded the sound of the weaving equipment, and then we mixed them into the music. Yeah. So we have a composer, Leon Paris, and he is helping us to make the show tunes as well as mix the music for this musical.
How many pieces are there for the musical?
There are 8 songs.
8 songs.
But then 20 tunes.
20 tunes.
Yeah, in total 20 original show tunes. But there are 8 songs, which are going to be, which are sung. Yes.
Do you have any plans to bring this musical outside of
Yes.
Sarawak itself? So maybe you can elaborate and share more about that.
Actually, this is the reason for the musical. The reason for the musical is to allow the weaver to be able to tell her story around the world. Yeah. So, weaving is universal as something that is very challenging to survive as a business. So the central theme of this musical is everywhere. Like if you're in South America, if you're in China, if you're in India, if you're a weaver, it's very challenging. So this musical will be relevant to everyone in the world because they will understand that artisans don't make much money. But on our part, we would like our weavers to be able to tell their story around the world. Yeah.
So where do you envision bringing Dreamweaver the musical to?
Around the world.
Around the world. Okay, like maybe the top 3 countries that you can think of on top of your head.
I think we should start step by step. So initially it will be KL and Singapore. But it will be nice to go to Australia, to a festival in Australia, and maybe to Europe, and then to the Edinburgh Festival. Yeah, so that we can actually showcase what our weavers do, and we never know what will come out of that.
How long is the duration of this musical? I forgot to ask.
A show is about 1 hour 10 minutes.
1 hour 10 minutes.
Might be a bit longer depending on the audience interaction.
Also, there's element of audience interaction as well.
Yes, our weavers appreciate the fact that a musical is made for them. So if you are a weaver and you're in the audience, basically all the actors and all the cast and all the audience are there to see your story, hear your story, perform your story, and then empathize with you. I think that's the most rewarding. We had the first rehearsal, and I have my weavers watching, right? And some of them cried because the story is about them.
Very touching.
You have to watch it.
Yeah, I'm excited to go and watch it now.
Laura is Alia, the main character, and then her. Basically, the 2 sets, right? So the other Alia is Mabel. They're both very different. They're both very, very different. So if you watch one day, you have to watch the other day for the others. The other set of cast.
Okay. Oh, you have to. Okay.
Yeah. 2 sets of cast.
With 2 sets of cast, will the story be the same or?
story would be the same. But it's so interesting to see like actors, right? They all have their own interpretation of their character, and you also don't want to like mess with them, right? Like, you know, if you interpret your character this way and it comes out good, we'll let you do it, you know. But yeah, I watched the rehearsal last night. I'm like, oh my god, these two are so different. I'm very nervous because it's a lot of people. It's our first time, right? And it doesn't look like a small production. It looks pretty major now.
Okay.
Like and subscribe and hit the notification bells on Sarawak Tribune. Follow them on Facebook, on Instagram, X, TikTok. Yes. If they have Blue Sky, maybe follow them there too.
Purchase them all, and I can't wait to see you guys there. I don't want to see.